Welcome everyone to my podcast Inner Rebirth, where we think deeply, express freely, and we have the conversations here which break the box. And the first episode that I wanted to make was about perfectionism. And the reason I wanted to make this episode about perfectionism is because I sat on this idea for starting this podcast for so many months. And if you know me, I used to have a podcast last year, which I started with one of my friends, and then just life happened and we didn't do it. And after that, I wanted to start my solo podcast because I have so much to share with the world. But at the same time, I was sitting on this idea for so long is because I thought that I wasn't ready. There will be some moment where I will just find my niche. There's like one topic that's just gonna strike from above the clouds, and that'll be the day. And I'm recording this podcast sitting in my bedroom, wearing my PJs, and I'm noticing this thing that most of us are sitting on our genius, the things that we know. We know that we can talk about so many things, but we try to become like everybody else. We are living in this social media world where after 7 seconds, there is something new coming up. And we're thinking that, oh, I can talk about this. Oh, I can do that as well. And certainly you can. I'm not saying that you can't do it. If you're multi-passionate like me, you can do it. But when it comes to bringing our expression into this world, we try to fit into those boxes as well. And that's what was happening to me. And when I woke up after my nap this evening, I asked myself, what am I waiting on? Am I waiting for a perfect studio? Am I waiting on a perfect lighting? Am I waiting on that someone will just come in and say like, oh yeah, you're ready now? And I thought, I'm actually waiting on me. I'm actually waiting on me. And this is what I want to say to you. If you're listening to me right now, you know the things that you want to do. And you can't get yourself to do that is because you're sitting on this analysis and paralysis. Because if you're someone like me who notices pattern, I just want to, bring my biggest potential in my first episode. And I get that. We know our potential. But how do we even meet our potential when we don't even start? And most of us don't start is because we are living in this perfectionism that I have to start in my potential, the highest potential I'm talking about. And that comes from somewhere, the conditioning or the societal expectations or the world that we live in. But this is what I will say to you. When you spend just 2 or 3 days and block all that noise, who are you? What is your flavor that you are bringing into this world? And ask yourself why that perfectionist is thinking that you have to be 100%. You need a perfect camera, you need a perfect mic, you need a perfect audience. And to be honest, I am not expecting this episode to blow up. I mean, somewhere I have a wish, but I'm not attaching myself to it because that takes the fun away. Because if I'm attaching my worth to my productivity or to my expression, then it's a constant loop. One day people will be clapping onto our expression and be like, oh my god, this is the episode that I was waiting on. Good. But there will be some days when you share a vulnerable thing and something that challenges people's belief, and people will be like, you know what, I used to like you, but now I don't like you. Are you gonna keep doing that to yourself? And that perfectionism actually is a form of kind of managing that projections, because we kind of analyze what is coming our way. So this is what I want to leave you with, because I don't want to take too much of your time. If you're listening it from your home or your work, I hope you're not listening to me while working or while driving, wherever you're listening to this podcast from. I really want to say this to you from my heart. If something is calling you, whether sharing your opinions, whether it's sharing your story, whether it's sharing your art, while I'm speaking, there's already something is happening in your heart space. There's something going on there, and then you're like, I do want to do that. Listen to that voice. Do not wait for the perfect moment. Do not wait for the perfect conditions, and just trust in your becoming, that you will be 10% some days, but show up in your 10%, and that's what compounds over the time. You'll be so glad that you have taken that action, because let's be honest, perfectionism keeps us at one spot, and the growth is not sitting at one spot. It's moving every single day, and then you're gonna learn. You're gonna meet new people in your own industry. You're gonna have so much fun. You're gonna have so much curiosity around your art, that perfectionism, where you are fighting in your head, will not even come to your consciousness anymore, because you're just leaning towards the fun part of it, right? So do it for the fun. This year we are devoting ourselves to more fun in our art, more fun in our expression, and really owning who you are. And let me say this one more thing to you before I go. You will come across people who are exactly like you. You will get the chance to speak at the places where your imagination was only thinking about it. You have no idea how much power a little momentum every single day has. So I'm going to leave now, and I leave you with this. You have everything that you need. Universe, God, Source has already given you all the resources. Use what you have and open yourself up to more. Bye for now, and I will speak to you in the next episode. And if you have any more topics that you want me to talk about, you can leave a message on my Instagram, and I will speak to you soon in the next episode. Bye for now.